his head stuck in a large vase. He twisted it side to side and levered it with his feet, but it refused to come off. Wearing his Ming turban, he groped his way blindly around the coffee table until he came to several recent copies of Variety and The Hollywood Reporter. He held them up. "Do you read the trades?" His words popped out of the vase individually, strung together like links in a chain. "Sure." "Then you know about the plans to film Gone with the Wind?" "Yeah." Frankly, I didn't give a damn. The only movies that copped my 6 bits showed John Wayne whaling the living tar out of galoots wearing black 10-gallon hats. Roger puffed his scrawny chest. "I'm a leading candidate to play Rhett." Hop, hop, hooray for Hollywood. With the whole Civil War for chaos, why did Gone with the Wind need Roger Rabbit? "The producer, David O. Selznick, loved me in Song of the South." His word balloon formed a circle the size of a buttermilk biscuit. The writing inside had the broad, swooping mushiness of a pen dipped in grits. When the word bubble popped, it was with a fragrant whiff of honeysuckle. "It's a long way, chum, from Brer Rabbit to Brer Butler." "And getting longer every day. That's why I wanted to see you." By touch and feel, he located a wad of newspaper clippings. He handed them in my general direction. They'd been ripped out of the Toontown Telltale. I gave them a once-over. According to unnamed but in-the-know sources, Jessica Rabbit was baking her carrot cakes for Clark Gable. The clippings gave the whats, whens, and wherefores in embarrassing detail. I tossed the articles on an end table. They hit with a juicy smack. Rabbits will be rabbits. Roger muttered a string of the gobbledygook you get dragging your finger along the top row of a typewriter. "You can't believe that garbage." "They can't print what isn't true. First Amendment. Look it up." The steam coming out of his ears blew the vase off his noodle. It shattered against the wall. Too bad his head wasn't still inside. The impact might have jolted some sense into him. "I want you to make them stop." "I'm the wrong man for the job. You need a shyster." The rabbit helped himself to a big red one, a brand of cigar artificially colored to resemble a stick of dynamite. Sometimes the goofballs who roll and paint them slip a few of the real thing into the box. That's why so many Toons have only 4 fingers. Roger lit the fuse. I held my ears. Nothing came out but smell and pollution. "I already contacted one. He told me a lawsuit could drag on for years. By then the damage will have been done." "What damage?" "I can't afford a scandal at this point in my career. Mr. Selznick is risking millions on Gone with the Wind. He can't have his major star tainted by even a hint of impropriety, even though the story's a total fabrication. If the Telltale keeps running this bilge about Jessica, I'll lose my chance to be Rhett." "Sorry, Roger. I promised Doris. No more muscle work." "I'll pay any price you want." "My principles can't be bought." He quoted me a figure that would rent them for a while. "Okay, I'll lean on the Telltale, but I warn you, they're liable to lean back." "I have faith in you, Eddie. You'll make everything right. You always do." 2. I opened my office door and held my hat in front of it. My fedora came back with no holes, which meant Doris had either forgiven me or run out of bullets. I turned out to be only half wrong. Doris wasn't around, at least not any place I could see. Maybe she was hiding in my bottom desk drawer. I checked. Nope, nothing in there but that nasty old bottle of firewater. I put it to my lips and tilted it back. Not a drop dripped out. I spotted her note. She'd stuffed it down the bottle's neck, the one place she knew I'd find it. I read her writing through a liquid haze. "I'm leaving you, Eddie," she wrote in her tiny, precise hand. The booze, or maybe a tear, had smeared the ink that formed my name. "I'm a simple girl. I'd be real happy living in a tiny cottage, raising a couple of kids, married to a common working stiff with a better-than-average chance of living to a ripe old age. Maybe, in time, I could learn to abide your crazy schedule, your financial peaks and valleys, and your low-life friends. But I'm afraid I'll never shake the dreadful feeling that one day